What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope everybody's doing well out there on this Tuesday evening. I'm doing well myself. This story right here was sent to me by brother Jamal Bay. Okay, shout out to him for sending me this story. It entails about a brother that was in prison for 28 years for a crime he did not commit, and now, they letting him out. Let's check this video out, and then I'll get into my commentary.
But we begin here at 4:30 with the Philadelphia man out of prison after spending nearly 3 decades behind bars for a crime he did not commit. Action News reporter John Rollins caught up with Chester Holman III as he prepares to start his life over again. John, live now in Center City with this remarkable story. Hi, John.
Hi, Shari. Well, in court today, a member of the DA's staff who heads the Conviction Integrity Unit apologized to Chester Holman, saying the system had failed him, saying he had been a victim of a strange twist of fate. It all apparently began because of the vehicle he was driving back in 1991, a white Chevy Blazer. 49-year-old Chester Holman, around him loved ones and those who helped free him after 28 years behind bars for a crime he did not commit.
Relief. Grateful, to come so far and, through this journey. It's an amazing day, and we never thought it would come.
I'm just elated. This fight has been a fight.
1991, a Penn student was murdered in a botched robbery. The suspect said to be driving a white Chevy Blazer, the first letters of the license plate, YZA. Minutes later, Holman was stopped driving a white Blazer, first letters YZA. He was convicted. Despite key witnesses recanting their testimony, Holman remained in prison. The turning point, his attorney says, when DA Larry Krasner's office recently discovered critical evidence about another suspect in a white Blazer with a YZA plate that had been suppressed.
That was the critical factor.
There were numerous other people that had rented white Chevy Blazers from Alamo Rental Car in Philadelphia that were out on the road that night.
The head of the DA's unit that unearthed the suppressed evidence says authorities knew about the other white Chevy Blazer and the YZA plate.
Our office, continued to fail to disclose the information regarding the white Chevy Blazer and the link between what we believe is the alternative suspect, that car, and the crime.
As for Holman's reaction to it all,
it's a coincidence. So I always believed it would work out. They would figure it out, because I was innocent. So, and like I said, it's taken a long time, but we're here.
Took a very long time, half his life or more than half his life. Asked about his future plans, he admitted he hasn't a clue at this point. He said for 28 years he had a focus, he had a goal. That was to be exonerated and to get out from behind bars. Now that he's going to take his time as far as his next steps. Live in Center City, John Rollins, Channel 6 Action News. Brian?
Well, the first step will be to enjoy that newfound freedom. John, thanks very much.
That is a damn shame. I mean, really. You understand? I mean, and then you talk about what do he have, any plans to do with the rest of his life. You understand? Like he said, he was focusing on trying to be free after he was wrongly convicted. You understand? And then on top of that, they suppressed evidence that could have, cleared that whole situation up 28 years ago. Who's the real criminals? Who's the ones that should be put away for doing that? Those police. Those are the ones. What about some compensation? 28 years of hard labor in prison, because they got some free labor out of that shit. You understand? What about that? Wow. I mean, again, it's a damn shame. Let's read the story. As we know, Chester Holman III was given an apology in court on Tuesday for being wrongly charged and convicted for a 1991 murder, a crime for which he was imprisoned for 28 years. Anticipating today's final hearing, Holman was released from prison 15 days ago. The apology came from Patricia Cummings, who is the head of the Conviction Integrity Unit in the Philadelphia District Attorney's Office. The unit did a 15-month reinvestigation of the case. Its finding found multiple problems among the evidence discovered in police files indicated credible evidence that led to another likely suspect was suppressed. The fact that right there, the fact that there was evidence that was suppressed that would have exonerated him long before he was, even processed and booked, you understand, makes the police criminals that was dealing with this case. You understand? Where the fuck are they at? You understand? It's 28 years of this man's life is just gone. And too many times we hear of situations like this. But to get back into the story, after apologizing, Common said of Holman, he was failed, the victim, and failed the citizens of Philadelphia. After the hearing, where all charges were dropped, Holman said that he felt relieved. He was grateful, adding to come so far through this journey. 28 years, I just never thought it was going to happen. He has always maintained he was innocent. Holman, 49 years old now, had been convicted as part of the shooting death of a University of Pennsylvania student, Tate Jung Ho. The DA's office would not comment if there is an active investigation currently into the other suspect in the police files. Well, look, if it is, and it should be, get those cops who suppress evidence that's just robbed this man of 28 years of his life. Number one. Number two, go ahead and pay him for his service for 28 years of his life, even though I know 10, 20, 30, however many millions, because I'm going to tell you this. That's not going to, restore the 28 years that was lost. We know that. But it has sure helped put things on track. You understand? Wow. I hate stories like this, man. Nobody should be wrongfully convicted of anything that they didn't do. But my thing is this. Investigate, find the cops that was over the case at that time, that suppressed the evidence that would have vindicated this man a long time ago, 28 years ago, and bring their ass up on charges and put them away for 28, 30 some years. They deserve it. They're the ones that deserve it, along with the one who murdered the guy named let me see. Yeah, Tae-Jung Ho. Okay? The guy who murdered him, get him and get those crooked ass policemen. And go ahead and pay about 30 or 40 million. And that'll help. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this situation. I'm interested in hearing y'all thoughts and opinions on it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And this is James, and I'm out. Peace.